They like to name things after people to bring honor to them. And it dawned on me this today when I was driving along the freeway and noticed for the first time a sign on the highway announcing the distance to the Harry Reid Airport, that an airport is probably the last thing after which I might want to be named, but that it is very appropriate to name one after Harry Reid. Most people don't like spending very much time at the airport. The airport is a place you can't wait to get out of. An airport is a place you have to go to in order to get to where you're going. And so an airport is a place that holds you back from where you want to be. And so it could not be more fitting to name an airport after Harry Reid, a man who was holding lots of people back from where they want to be, who was inconveniencing lots of people, who was in between them and their goals, who was a man that they had to deal with only because they had to deal with him and not because they wanted to deal with him. I've slept on the floor in airports. I have been stuck in airports. I have spent lots of time driving around trying to pick people up from airports, and airports tend to have some of the worst attitudes in their employees, probably because everybody there is stressed. And yes, so again, naming an airport after Harry Reid is fitting. He had a very bad attitude. I have looked for it and been unsuccessful in finding it, but before Harry Reid became the Senate Majority Leader, the Senate Majority Leader was Bill Frist. I sent Bill Frist a letter once that Harry Reid's office had written to me that essentially boiled down to, "I'm smart, you're stupid, stop writing me." And I will always remember it because I forwarded it to Senator Frist, and he wrote me back, even though I'm not one of his constituents, and said that sounds a lot like something Harry Reid would say to his own constituents. They think they've done him an honor, but in my mind, and now perhaps in yours, maybe you have a different take. I know that very few people who think that Charles de Gaulle is a good place to hang out, and there's probably quite a few people who don't have much love for Charles de Gaulle either, because there's an airport named after him. So of all the things you could name after somebody that you want to venerate, naming the airport after Harry Reid was the right call. He was always in my way. He was always between me and where I wanted to be. He was always there to interfere and hold me back and go through my baggage, ask me questions, scrutinize me, and cause me delays and discomfort. I mean, the airport's really pretty, except that I've never met anyone who's like, yeah, I really want to go hang out at the airport, especially now that we can't. And also fitting with Harry Reid, it's very difficult to approach a politician, just like it's very difficult to approach an airport. Unless you have a boarding pass, there's very few places you can go in an airport. And so, once again, unless he allows you in, you're not getting in. How very Harry Reid. Anyway, just some random thoughts I had today, driving between Campi today for work that I felt like I should get down before I forgot about them. What are your thoughts about airports? What are your thoughts about Harry Reid? What are your thoughts about naming things after people that they want us to remember? Because there are very few things named after people that I think I want to remember. And Harry Reid is no exception.